This is the thing that
And the-
cranks it down. Yeah. Here's some blocks of wood and stuff. You know, if you need to do any kind of leveling, it will convert it to a regular. You know, because you got this is a camping plug. You know, like a bigger. I'll show you.
Like industrial.
Yeah, it's like a 40 amp, I believe. Yeah. Oh, here it is. This connect. It doesn't have one, but you can add an AC. But it's a 30 amp plug.
Okay.
So right here is this.
Okay, yeah.
So for this to plug into a regular home outlet, it's a converter right here. So you plug that in like this, and then you plug that in, and then you can plug it into a wall outlet like a 110, and it'll charge up your battery.
Okay.
And it'll also give you lights, like if your battery's like discharged.
Yeah.
If you plug this in, then you got power to the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
All right. These are for the little bars that hold this bed when it comes out. Here's where we crank.
Yeah.
I don't have the cover anymore for it, but I've never had it. So this is an extra new line for the water line. Yeah. So is actually used for this. This is your gray water collection. Okay.
Okay.
You have your water tank filled up. What you do? This thing connects here. Let me get this off. This connects right here like this. Okay, onto that. And this is your connect this here. And you connect this there. Like that. And then it drains into here. Just like that. Out of the way. Under your like that.
Don't trip over.
Exactly. And then when this fills up, like if you're camping, when it fills up, it's just gray water. You can undo it, go dump it in a little drain and put it back up.
Okay.
So it's for the leveling or for the jacks. I'll show you real quick. So there's a jack all four sides. If you push it towards the middle, right? Push it towards the little hinge, it drops down. Press that. And then you don't want to jack this thing up. Like you don't want to put a bunch of pressure on it, but you want to just give it a little tightener.
Okay.
Get it untensioned, hit that, push it. Then to put it back up underneath, you pull it down.
Okay, that's a lot.
And it locks in place. Here's some paperwork in here for the trailer. Locking a nut on there possibly. This will get that off. And these are some extra. I think it.
A filter or something?
I never used them. I think it's for that little gray water thing. Doheny. Down there by Dana Point.
Okay.
We like to camp on the beach.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to go camp on the beach.
We also go San Clemente's a good place.
Oh yeah.
And we also go up to Mammoth towards the end of summer and we do some fishing. Doheny's perfect.
Oh yeah.
If you go down to Doheny, there's a nice little surfing and mellow. Yeah, longboards. You know, you can get to the refrigerator and stuff. Like through here. Here's where I keep the book when I'm setting it up. Just in this first.
Is there fishing on the beach in San Clemente?
Yeah. So what we first do is we level the trailer. So use your leveling box, and if you have a little leveler or something, you can hand leveler. You can actually put
torpedo.
Yeah. I usually put it like right here, or if you got a longer one, you can put it here and see if it's kind of level. Right on. Most of the camping spots you go to are pretty level.
Yeah.
Then we unlatch the top, so you just snap down. And these things you can like adjust for height, you know, right here. But when you put it back on, it just goes like this, and you pull it back down. So it's unsnapping. You got 4 of them. Crank until almost tight. So this is where you crank it up to where it's almost tight. And I'll show you what you mean. There's a tension thing there. So you put it in here. It's the tension thing right here that I'm looking at. Right. This will be the one that once you get it up, that's the main one you look at. So here's where we do the jacks. So there's one under here. So you do all 4 of those. Okay. Which I'll do real quick, so I want to pull the bed out for you. Okay. So we won't do it real tight or anything, but I probably wouldn't tension them right now until I get the beds out, and then I do a little tension at the end.
Okay.
Like this. And pull it. Like right there. Okay. This right here, there's a pole. Take it off. We'll put the pole. Go ahead and lift up on this a little bit more. Good. And then this one. Good. All right, you can let go. We do the wardrobe and stuff like that, so I'll show you. Yeah, we do it like that. So you can see where the rail is right there. The rail is. That way you want these cushions. The only things you want to put there. Right. So it just slides over the top. Okay. Just flip this up like so. And you got your wardrobe in here. Water pump. So that way your water works is if you turn your water pump on. There's no water in it right now, so it'll probably keep pumping. So that's your water pump. Fill up with water, and then you get all set up, and then you want to use the sink. You turn on that water pump. Okay. And that'll get pressure to the water. Okay. Yeah. There's also battery charge right now. It's charged up fully. So if it was charged up 2/3, it would just show 2/3. Yeah. So here's your battery. Here's your fresh water. I took all the fresh water out of it.
Okay.
So I drained it. Here's your heater thermostat right here. Storage stuff.
It's basic. Or you just flip this over.
You flip it over.
Yeah. And then.
When you flip it over, I want to show it to you just in case though. For these beds, both poles are under here. There's also poles under there for your canopy if you ever want to put your canopy out.
Okay.
And those have instructions. What you do, you stick it right on here.
Center it. Yeah, okay.
Center it. I need to go outside first to get the. I need to put the canopy over the bar.
Oh, that bar, that thing's open.
Yeah. You put this in the corner. Put this to the corner, like so. Push it out, like so. And then this one right here, give it a little push.
Okay.
These are just covers. Once you cover them up at the end, you know, a little Velcro thing. These are Velcros go under there. Okay. You can pull these corners down and Velcro them up. Same thing there. Okay. This is your water heater. So that's your water heater. So what you'll do is you'll make sure that the two propane tanks are on. Okay. And then what you'll do is when you go to light this thing, you go to the pilot. There's that pilot right there, and you hold it that way, and you light this thing with a lighter until it stays lit. Okay. Once it stays lit, you got your pilot lit, and then this is your water heater.
So then you put your pressure valve.
Yeah, it's a pressure valve. Yeah. So you want to have the. I'll show you the water tank and the water filled.
City water connection? Or?
Yeah, you can actually connect it to the city water if you want, or you can fill it up. Okay. So I forgot the water key one time, and I had to camp without water.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I had like 2 sets of keys, so I forgot it. But
you heard it the whole time. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you can either connect it with a but you want a pressure regulator on it.
Okay.
And I don't think I have one. I usually just fill up the tank. You just put a hose in there, fill it up.
Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
So if you want to connect it though, you can at Walmart you can get like a pressure. It keeps it to like 50 or 60 pounds of pressure. Okay. And you connect it with the hose before you connect it to their stuff. Okay. So that's your fill. So you stick a hose in there, you fill up your tank, and the tank is actually under here. You can see it. The white tank right there. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then that's a bleeder valve, so you have it off right now. So if you fill it up, it won't leak. But if you want to drain it, you turn it to that right, and it'll drain out. And so it's like 30 gallons or something. I can't remember how many gallons, but it's in the book. That's the hot water heater. But you got the heater here, but this is kind of like a vent. Okay. So it's going to be for your refrigerator. All right. So right now I have it on off. If you're plugged in, you can actually turn it to the plug. Right. And you can run it on electricity. Okay. So that plug back there, if you plug in, you can actually turn it to that, and it'll take about a day or so for that thing to kind of cool off. But if you go home and you say you're going to go camping or something in a couple days, you can put it to that, plug it into the wall outlet, and then your refrigerator will start cooling off. Okay. Once you're out camping and you want to run it off the propane, you turn it to the propane one. See that? Okay. That's the propane one right there. I don't really use the battery because it'll drain the battery too quick. Yeah. I don't even use the battery. So just use the propane or plug in. But when you do the propane, you have to actually light this. This is your pilot light in there. Okay. So the way you do it is you actually, let's see where you go. You have to hold this, right? So that gets the gas going to it. And then what happens is, as you're holding this,
it ignites it. Yeah.
But it takes a while. Because if it hasn't got the propane running to it, you got to hold it. And you got to wait for the propane to work its way down the line, so you keep holding it, and then you keep. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So it's lit. So actually, I got the propane stuff actually. Yeah. So you can see it's gonna light. Must have the propane tanks on. And once it lights and stays lit, let's try it. Once it lights and stays lit, then you just shut this. Okay. Down. And that's going to be your refrigerator's going to start running on your propane. Yeah. So once you get there, and you can, if you don't have electricity and stuff like that. So I'll turn this back to off, and that'll remind me to go turn the propane off right now.
Okay. Cross T.
Yeah, it's like a little like dimple or something right there. It's got to actually go. It's got to follow this. Kind of weird, but. You can see the dimple from out on the outside. And what you do, on the other side. The dimple
was on the other side.
Yeah, actually come over on this side so you can see how this thing works. Because it can be frustrating. Go up
In there.
in there. And then you gotta
Twist it. Okay.
until it locks. Okay, now once it's locked, then you can do this. You crank this thing down. Once it gets to the, starts pushing up on it, lift this up, lift that up, and that'll release the ball. Okay. So you can see it lifting off the ball.
Yeah.
Like so. Put these jacks up because I shouldn't have lifted it up. Put the jacks down. So I'm gonna drop this down. Tell me when it gets off the jacks in the back. Is it?
Both of them are up.
Both of them are up? Okay, good. More leveled now. Right?
Okay.
So I'll put these jacks back up. Normally, if we're gonna set up for camp, we would have them down, but we'll put these up. Before I pull this bed out. 2 propane tanks.
Okay.
I just had one replaced because when I took it in, he didn't want to fill it. I think this is the new one. This one, if you take it in to replace a tank, they may have you replace this one.
Okay.
I think it cost me like $30 or something.
Okay.
So I think this is the newer one. But so I turn this off. So this is to the right is closed. You can see it's green right now, so it's got
okay,
gas running through it.
Does that indicate for both of them or just one?
Both of them, yeah.
Okay.
So I closed that one. This one's already closed.
Okay.
So that means that right now with this shifted towards the tank, that's the tank it's using.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So if you shift it that way, it uses that tank.
Okay.
Okay. And then it'll go red probably when you drive home because there won't be any gas left.
Right.
Or it'll be turned off.
Yeah.
So here is the battery. This is, I think I got this last summer.
Okay. Yeah.
So it should be good. What's the date on it? Yeah, it should be good. Yeah. What I do if I'm storing it, I'm not going to use it for a few months. I just take the hot off.
Yeah, disconnect it.
Disconnect it.
Okay.
It saves the juice. So that's good. So that's your battery. Runs all your lights. Mainly the lights. That's run your stove. Let me show you something on the stove. This side right here, you can take that stove we had.
Yeah.
The stove, the bracket on the stove, I need to replace. Okay. So I actually put a table out here.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fit. It doesn't.
Okay.
And then what you do is you take that gas line and you attach it to this.
Okay. Yeah.
So here's the gas line right there. Okay. And you can run it off. You can cook outside.
Yeah.
We do most of our cooking outside.
Yeah.
And the stove is actually under the bed right here.
Okay.
That's where we store it when we drive.
Right. Those are your basic outlets right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've got this plugged in, like at camping, you can plug in like a blender or whatever you want.
Yeah. While you're cooking, okay.
Yeah, radio, something like that. So you don't have to like split it up real high, but just kind of keep the weight off it. Okay. These things down. Here, make sure that you strap these bars in the end one. Don't try to strap this bar to this one because it'll hang down and it'll clip the thing going in. So there's actually 2 little clips. There you go, right there. Like so. And then this one. And you're good. Yes. Come again. Good. And you don't have to pull it all the way down yet, but once you get that up, then you're up. It's like a hanger thing. None of the lights work until there's this button on this side is actually pushed in.
Okay.
I'll show you what it is. You take this, and here's all your hoses. Take this up, like so. And right now, you pull this up.
Okay, you pull it up.
Okay. Put this over. And you got to pick. There's the button that's not depressed. Watch. If I depress this, go ahead and turn that light on. See?
Okay.
That's the key.
Okay.
And the way you do that, you pull this up.
Oh. Right.
Down.
And lock it in place.
and lock it in place. Like that.
Okay.
Have the stove in here, it goes right here. So you got like that. Under here.
In the seats, huh?
Yep, in the seat, so you can pull it up and there's like some storage there. Here's where the hoses are that I replaced one. There's right here. This is the one I replaced.
Okay.
So you may need to replace that other one. If any of it starts to leak, you'll see it down there.
Okay.
And there's a water pump. I had to put a water pump in about 3 years ago. It's a little water pump back here.
Okay.
Real well. So there's a water pump.
Okay.
And unsnap this like so. And this right here.
Okay.
There's a little fasten button right there. If I can take that off, there it goes. Okay. And as this comes down,
Oh, there's that stuff right there. Okay.
it slides in there. It drops right in. There's a snap right here, right?
What locks it in place?
Yeah.
Okay.
And another one on the outside locks it in place. Okay. And that locks the door in place.
Okay.
And then there's one up here that goes. Once it's in place, this slides underneath it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't put the top up all the way. Remember, we have to crank it up all the way?
It's good, yeah.
Slides up underneath this thing, and it velcros down the side.
Okay. Yeah.
Right there. Got that.
Right on, I got it.
Always remember, though, before you put it all down, to make sure this is closed.
Okay.
Because I've left it open, had it all down, and I'm like, oh, crap. I have to climb back in and put it down,
Oh,
because
okay.
you don't want to open it while you're driving,
Right.
because it might break it off.
Yeah, the wind.
Exactly. Actually, first I take this off. I pull this up a little bit, so this goes down, like that. Then this one drops back down like that. It just stays in that rack right there.
Yeah.
And then you do this. Make sure that's open, so that little cushion's holding it right there, so the sink can go down inside.
Okay.
So, over. Make sure it's yeah. So this little board right here has come loose, so sometimes it gets in the way, so you have to push it over.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
fuse boxes. Heater runs off propane. We never hardly use it. In the back, that'll fall. Just like this. Back in like this, just so when it goes in, it doesn't catch and kind of rip it. I make sure that this pole is off of it, so it doesn't grab a hold of it. So take the pole.
Okay.
There you go, like that. Tuck this in. You basically got the corners tucked, right? Make sure that pole likes to grab a hold of it all the way. That one. And I'll put this one right here. See how this one should go on the end of it. There it goes.
I told my daughter.
You better push it. But I've done it all myself before, but it's always better to have a partner. Crank, because it gets stiff sometimes. I bet you there's an adjustment in there. I just never have.
Bike rack? I would have to look for Jayco bike rack for this on top, or?
Yes. Okay. You're out of it?
Okay.
There you go. Okay.
Leave that key locked with the key when you're driving?
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you can, but it's even if it comes open, the wind's kind of blowing it that way anyway. So this lock I'm sending with you because once you hook it up, we're gonna lock it.
Okay.
Which will make sure that the keys. Title. All right. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign some of this stuff and give it to you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep the top once I fill it out because this is gonna be the transfer and release of liability, which I think I take that for myself.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I mail it in. So we'll do that.
Okay.
I did printed this off the DMV website. So here's the ID number, which is should match that right there. 081 license plate. That right there should match. I put 2750. I've got here's the registration, which is a permanent. What's it say? Permanent. Oh, so Jayco 1999.
I just renew it every year? Or?
No, last time I had to renew it was like in. I can't remember. It goes until 2022.
Okay, yeah.
Well, when you transfer it over, they'll give you another one.
Okay.
But it's basically got a permanent. It doesn't have like a yearly sticker you put on it. It's like PTP or something like that. So it's permanent, and then you renew it like every 5 years or something like that. So got that. That's not there. That's it. We'll do that. This here. Okay. this one up. Going to like steep driveways.
Right, because it will scrape the bottom.
Yeah, what you can do if you want, they got these rollers you can mount under there, and that way when you hit them, it just goes on the rollers.
Okay.
That might be something you might want to add.
Oh.
So, because you can see it's kind of low.
Yeah.
Like going out of, just to give you an idea, going out of my driveway, it almost scrapes.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So you don't want to go on like really steep.
Steep. Right on.